Hello everyone. How does the idea of retiring, say, 5-7 years earlier than your plans, or for that matter, with say 5 or 10 crores more, or $1 or $2 million more to your kitty, sound to you? Retirement brings up many images. For me, it is sitting in a beautiful beach with my partner and having a pina colada. For you, perhaps it is having a lassi and sitting by the beach. But hey, if filter coffee is your thing, who can say no to it? But retirement also brings in many other things to people, isn't it? When I talk to people and ask them, what would you do when you retire? They say, hey, I want to go about following my passion. I want to, always wanted to do, let's say, painting or learn how to play guitar or a musical instrument. I've never found the time. For some others, it is just simply, I am under too much stress with my work. All I want to do is to spend some quality time. And when someone loses their loved ones, this reality sinks even more. And I've heard others say, hey, life is too short. There's only one life, and I want to do many other things. So, retiring early, retiring with additional money, and not working all the way up to whatever the retirement age is, whether it's 60 or 65 in this short life, is very interesting to all of us. But whenever I ask people, okay, so what do you think are the important things that one should have to retire? Somehow everybody says it's having a lot of money. Yes, having a lot of money is an important point. But is that the first aspect that one should focus on? Because if that was to be the only goal, then we would spend all our lives working for money and less time spending time retiring and or working on other things. So, in my opinion, in my experience, there are 5 tenets, 5 principles that we should first think of as we think about how to go about retiring. Number 1, your life should be interesting. Your investments should be boring. Absolutely. Make your investments boring so that your life can be interesting. That's number 1. Number 2, imagine you walk into a hospital, and as you walked into the hospital, the person at the hospital comes up and says, sir, your medicine. You sit down and say, hold on, but I haven't told you what my problem is. She says, it doesn't matter. Today, the medicine is this. That's, my friends, is how investment is looked at. Someone gives you an idea, you buy a stock. Someone tells you to go buy a mutual fund, you go ahead and buy a mutual fund. Ask yourself, if that is how your doctor was to give you the medicine, would you be happy? And if that's not true about your health, how different is it with your wealth? Customize your solutions. So, number 2 point is about what are your goals, what is your risk profile, and therefore, what should your investments be? Customize it. Number 3, people have varied investments that we talk about. Should I invest in gold, bonds, fixed assets, fixed deposits, or is it land? All these things should form part of one's portfolio. But my simple suggestion is keep it in a manageable size or a manageable lot and invest in those things that you understand and that you need as well. So then that brings me to number 4. Have you ever wondered what makes some people exceptionally successful in their lives? Think about anyone. I'm a very big fan of what, let's say, Steve Jobs has done with him. What are the 2 things, in my opinion, that comes to my mind? He was exceptionally talented at what he did, and he was extremely passionate and curious about it. I apply that principle to everything. Investing. Ask yourself that question. What unique skill do you bring to the table that separates you from the others? And 2, are you going to be seriously curious to follow the daily movements of everything that is there? So 4 is about, do you have the skill sets and do you have the keen interest? Number 5 is quite simple. Find an expert that you trust. Don't just give it to that person and stop and and then revisit your goals, let's say, on a regular basis. I don't even cut the hair for my children. It's a simple stuff, right? Take a clipper and cut their hair, and I still don't do it. And I go to an expert stylist or a barber in our locality. If that is true for cutting hair, then don't you think we should do the same with our investments? After all, the more your investments work for you, the early you can retire. So think about these 5 principles, and I hope you will kickstart your journey to make your money work for you. Bye-bye.